Have you ever wondered what attracts a woman's attention when she meets a Sigma male? It's not just his enigmatic aura or independent nature, there's more to him than meets the eye. Although each woman is unique, there are 8 common characteristics of Sigma males that women notice right away. Number 1 is that they're not desperate to impress, which is one of the first things women notice about these men. Unlike many guys who put a lot of effort into making an impression, these men seem at ease with themselves. They don't obsess over what women think of them, and they don't go out of their way to attract attention. It's as if they have nothing to prove, leaving women wondering if they are being difficult to get or if this is just their natural state. This lack of desperation can truthfully work in their own favor as it sets them apart from those men doing anything to get a woman among their bed. It's not about playing games or acting to be lacking, it's about knowing their own worth and not feeling the need to prove it to anyone. It's a SEL magnetism that doesn't scream for focus but quietly instructions it, making it a unique trait that is spotted almost immediately. This calm belief is like a breath of fresh air compared to the usual methods most men use. It gets women wondering what makes Sigma males so different and why they don't care about impressing others. This sparks curiosity and makes them advocate out in a sea of desperate men trying to get noticed. Number 2, looks are not enough for them. Most women will show off their beauty and flaunt what that they've got to please a man, expecting him to feel threatened like most men are. However, when it comes to Sigma males, this tactic might not work so well. Contrary to the usual attention to purely physical attributes, these men are not swayed by good looks alone. While physical appearance may initially catch their eye, it's not enough to hold their interest for long. What truly captures their close attention is the substance beneath the surface, an intriguing mind, a vibrant behavior, or a passionate soul. They are drawn to ladies who are positive in their skin yet not defined solely by their looks. Women notice this almost immediately because it differs from the typical approach taken by many men who place a higher value on physical appearance than anything else. This approach does not imply that they are completely disregarding physical attraction, rather, it is simply one component of their overall appeal. It can give women the impression that they must contribute more than just their appearance, which can be both intimidating and exciting at the same time. Third, Sigma males are not interested in merely having a pretty face, they are looking for thought-provoking conversations and chemistry. When a man does not freely offer compliments, it immediately attracts a woman's attention. Women are accustomed to receiving compliments from men, especially if they are attractive, so their absence can be quite noticeable. However, the Sigma male isn't the type to do so in order to make an impression. They are known for being selective and authentic. These men make their compliments count. They don't just say kind things to make a woman feel good momentarily, they only give compliments when they genuinely mean them. This approach may leave some women feeling perplexed or even curious because it's not what they're used to, and it can also make Sigma males appear mysterious or even secretive. They seem to be picking their remarks carefully, or maybe they are just not impressed readily. In contrast to other men who may give flattering remarks freely, their selectiveness adds a layer of intrigue. It doesn't mean they are cold or uninterested, it just means they have a different approach that can definitely catch a woman's eye even if she doesn't. Women may wonder what it would take to get a compliment from them, making their infrequent compliments more valuable and sought after. This quiet assurance may be quite alluring and reveals a depth of character that goes beyond masculinity. Beyond only social dominance, it also seems more intimate and captivating. These people stand out by being true to themselves rather than attempting to attract attention, which is something that women. Number 4, notice since they read between the lines. Women instantly note how Sigma men are adept at interpreting the subtle clues and unsaid words in a conversation. They are careful listeners who often pick up on hints or shifts in tone that tell more than words could express. They are excellent conversationalists and listeners because of their capacity to read between the lines, which allows them to discern feelings and ideas that may not be expressed directly. This ability also extends to reading body language, which increases their awareness of the cues that women may be giving. Although this may seem like a little detail, it may have a big influence on how women see these guys. While Sigma guys may not be flawless, most men don't know what to look for in signals or just disregard them, behaving as if they had everything all out. They could touch her too fast or speak over her as though they know precisely what she wants. They are often able to recognize these indicators and comprehend the subtleties of SEL that make all the difference. Number 5. Unlike other varieties of comedy, which are loud and evident, they often have a dry or sardonic sense of humor. Sigma guys often have a dry or sardonic sense of humor that comes off as subtle but deeply perceptive. This characteristic tends to draw attention in more subdued and reflective situations. It's not about the physical humor or the apparent, rather, it's about their ability to make a perceptive observation or a cutting comment that surprises someone. This kind of humor, which doesn't always make people laugh right away, demonstrates their depth of thought and bright wits. Women are drawn to this since it's unique and thought-provoking, elevating them above the typical male. Although it may not be to every woman's taste, it's more than simply making someone laugh. It's also about getting them to think and see things differently. Without even attempting number 6, it may undoubtedly make a positive impression. These people are more reserved than many guys who open up to strangers at the first sign of an invitation. Their personal lives are not something to be shared with just anybody. It's not that they are secretive or mysterious on purpose. Rather, it's just the way they seem to have an invisible barrier around them, only allowing in those they truly trust or feel comfortable with. This may initially make them seem aloof or mysterious, but it's really about being cautious with their personal space and emotions. They choose their friends or partners carefully and don't just share their innermost thoughts or secrets with anyone they meet. No matter how attractive or charming a woman is, Sigma males take it more slowly. This can be both fascinating and annoying for women because they may feel like they have to put in more effort to get to know them, but it's all part of the Sigma's nature to be cautious. They may have been harmed in the past, which makes them pickier about what and when they share. 7th, they're quiet but perceptive. Instead of taking over a conversation, Sigma males prefer to listen intently and observe everything around them. This quiet observation isn't an indication of shyness or disinterest. Rather, it's a conscious decision to gain a deep understanding of the environment and the people in it. They don't need to fill every silence with chatter, which can push some women out of their comfort zone because they may feel awkward when there's a lull in the conversation. It's not the typical dynamic that some women are accustomed to, and Sigma males have a way of making people feel as though they must fill the silence, which can make some women feel vulnerable. As a result, many women will start talking and say things they wouldn't normally say in order to break the silence. Some women may find this difficult, but it also causes them to think and see things differently. Number 8. Although many people may anticipate that a male would lead with emotion in interpersonal encounters, they are more rational than emotional. Sigma guys often take a distinct approach to circumstances. They value reason above emotion, which is a characteristic that women notice since they lean toward practicality. Solutions and logical conversations keep a cool head and remain composed rather than being overwhelmed by emotions. Women value Ed's logical bent, which involves carefully considering all factors before providing a well-considered response, particularly in circumstances that call for rational decision-making rather than emotional reactions. While some may view this as detachment or a lack of empathy, it really refers to their natural capacity to separate facts from feelings in order to arrive at the most rational solution. Sigma guys are not emotionally or empathetically deficient. They just select when and how to show their emotions without letting them influence their judgment. Knowing and valuing this characteristic shows that Sigma guys have a higher level of emotional intelligence. Going beyond simple reasoning.